Even that some people try to deceive me many times, I will not fail to believe that somewhere someone deserves my trust. We should behave to our friends as we would wish our friends behave to us. Accordingly, the bite should prefer probable impossibilities to improbable possibilities. Without virtue, man is most unholy and savage, and worst in regard to sex and eating. Courage is the mother of all virtues, because without it you cannot consistently perform the others. He who had never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. We acquire a particular quality by acting in a particular way. In poverty and other misfortunes of life, true friends are a sure refuge. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. The beginning seems to be more half of the whole. Moral experience is necessary truly to understand moral principles and profitably to apply them. To seek for utility everywhere is entirely unsuited to men that are great, souled, and free. Wicked men obey from fear, good men from love. Men cannot know each other till they have eaten salt together. Now it is evident that the form of government is best in which every man, whoever he is, can act best and live happily. It is the fastest who gets paid, and it is the fastest who gets laid. It is likely that unlikely things should happen. The cultivation of the intellect is man's highest good and purest happiness. What makes a man a sophist is not his faculty, but his moral purpose. Even when laws have been written down, they ought not always to remain unaltered. Anything whose presence or absence makes no difference is no essential part of the whole. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Justice is the loveliest and health is the best, but the sweetest to obtain is the heart's desire. There is a foolish corner in the brain of the wisest man. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. For the essence of a riddle is to express true facts under impossible combinations. It is unbecoming for young men to utter maxims, for the activity of the mind is life. The ideal age for marriage in men is 35. The ideal age for marriage in women is 18. The man who does not enjoy doing noble actions is not a good man at all. Criticism is something you can easily avoid by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. Nobody will be afraid who believes nothing can happen to him. At the Olympic Games, it isn't the most beautiful or strongest who are crowned, but those who compete. Character is that which reveals moral purpose, showing what kind of things a man chooses or avoids. By myth, I mean the arrangement of the incidents. A man without regrets cannot be cured. Nothing moves without having been moved. Political society exists for the sake of noble actions and not of mere companionship. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. Habits of virtue and vice are caused by acts. Tragedy, however, is an imitation not only of a complete action but also of incidents arousing pity and fear. Each type of activity produces a corresponding sort of person. Man is his desire. A poet must be a composer of plots rather than of verses. The first principle of all action is leisure. Happiness seems to depend on leisure because we work to have leisure and wage war to live in peace. Well begun is half done.